Hello students, we have already discussed some types of functions in that identity, modulus, constant, polynomial and rational function. So next we discuss about the next type of function, that is a signum function or sinum function. This is one more important types of function. So what is signum function or sinum function? A function f from R to R defined by a function f from R to R, which is defined by f of x is equal to it takes three values. F of x takes 3. F of x means y, so y is equal to f of x is equal to 1 if x is greater than 0, 0 if x is equal to 0, minus 1 if x is less than 0. For all x belongs to R, is called signum function. So this is the definition of a signum function. It is also a function f from R to R, which is defined by f of x or y is equal to, it is defined in three ways. When x is greater than 0, f of x is always 1, and when x is equal to 0, f of x is 0, and when x is less than 0, f of x is minus 1. So this is for all real numbers. So this is called the signum function. So what is this function? So whatever the value of x, whatever the value we give for x, f of x takes the values 1, 0 and minus 1. When if I take x is equal to 0, then f of x is 0 only from the definition. If I take x is equal to 1, that means that is greater than 0. So f of x is 1. If I take x is equal to minus 1, that is less than 0, therefore f of x is minus 1. If I take x is equal to 2, that means greater than 0, so f of x is 1, not 2. If it is greater than 0, always f of x is 1 only. If I take x is 2, then also 1. If I take x equal to 3, then also 1. If I take x equal to 4, then also 1. If I take x equal to 100, then also 1. If I take x is equal to 1 lakh, that is also 1. If I take x is equal to 10,000, that is also 1. If I take, it is not only integers, always the real numbers. If I take 0.1, then also it is 1. Greater than 0. If I take 0.5, then 1. If I take 0.0001, then also it is 1. If I take 0, then only it is 0. Whatever the value we take for x, if it is greater than 0, then f of x is always 1. So if I take x is less than zeros, x is less than minus 0 means x is minus 1, then minus 1, x is minus 2, then minus 2, x is minus 3, x is minus 3, f of x is minus 1, x is minus 4, minus 1, x is minus 5, minus 1, minus 6, minus 1, minus 7, minus 1, minus 8, minus 1, minus 100, minus 1, minus lakh, minus 1, minus 10,000, minus 1, minus 0.5, less than 0, minus 0.5, then also minus 1, x is minus 0.1, is a minus 1, x is minus 0.00001, then also minus 1. So whatever the value we take, if it is less than 0, always f of x is minus 1. If it is equal to 0, then it is 1. If it is greater than 0, then it is 1. So function takes only three values, 1, 0 and minus 1, no other values. But x takes all the real values, but value of y takes only 3, 1, 0 and minus 1. So from this you can make out what is the domain and what is the range of this function. So when you take x belongs to R means we can take any value to x. We can give any real value to x. Therefore, the range or the domain of this function is a set of all real numbers. Domain is a set of all real numbers, all the real numbers we can consider. Then what is the range now? Range means the value of y. The range means value of y. X can take all the real numbers, but what about y? Y cannot take all the real numbers. Y takes only the three values, 1, 0 and minus 1. So what is the range? Range is equal to the set of 1, 0 and minus 1. 1, 0 and minus 1. So this is about the domain and range of a signum function. So after the definition we have written domain and range. So there one more thing we have to write, the graph of this signum function. What is the graph of signum? This is very, very important one. Always y takes 1 and minus 1, so I'll take only two values. This is 1 and this will be minus 1, because it won't take other values, 1 and minus 1. If you write other values, no use of that. So what is that? So when x is equal to 0, y is 0. So 0 comma 0, where is that point? Here, this point is included, this point. You have to mark that. Then when whatever the value x is greater than 0, if x is greater than 0, more than 0, that means it's 0 very next to 0 only. That means 0 0.001, 0 0.00000, so many zeros and 1. So that also greater than 0. That means what? Then it is always 1. X is equal to 1. It is 1, x is equal to 2, it is 1. So all these values, x is equal to 1, 2 is equal to, x is 2 is 1, x is 3 is 1, 4 is 1, 5 is 1, okay. Then x is 0.5 is also 1, x is 0.6 also 1, x is 0.001 also 1, x is 0.000001, that is also 1, that is also 1. So what is that? Always it is all these values greater than 1. All these values which is greater than 1, x is greater than means for everything that is greater than 1. But when you mark this point, so what is this point when we mark in the axis, what we write? It is 0, 1. But when that means what? 0, 1 means what? When x is 0, y is 1. But that is not possible. When x is 0, y is 0 only. So this point is not included. So what you have to do is, you have to make a open circle here. That means what? It is not included. It is not included. While explaining the subsets or the subset of a real number, or while explaining what is it, open interval and closed interval, I have marked this one, closed, darkened circle and open circle I have written. So that is the meaning. That is what, when you that is the, what is that, that indicate that does not belongs, that does not belongs. So only the greater than zeros is included, but when it is a 0, the y value is also 0. That means this point, if I mark this is also included, then the that is that point 0, 1. 0, 1 is not possible. 0, 0 is possible. So that is not included. So when x is less than 0, always minus 1. So it is a minus 1. So whatever the value, y is always minus 1. So all these values, minus 1 values, all these minus 1 values, but what is that? When it is equal to 0, all the minus 1 values. But if I consider this is the point, then it was 0 comma minus 1. So when it is x is 0, y is not minus 1, so we cannot consider 0 comma minus 1 is the point. Therefore this point again I have to exclude. So this is excluded, means I have to write open circle. So this is the graph of signum function. This is the graph of signum function. This is a very, very important one. Signum function. Here f of x is equal to 1. Here f of x is equal to minus 1. And here you have to darken. So remember always y, when x is equal to 0, y is 0 means 0 comma 0. So this is darkened. I have darkened this. Then for all the values greater than 0, it is always 1. So always 1 only. So straight line. But this point is excluded, because if I consider this point, then this coordinate will be 0 comma 1. X is 0, y is 1, 0 comma 1, but 0 comma 1 is not possible, because 0 comma 0 is possible. So I have to write open circle. Again here it is for all the value less than 0 is minus 1. So I have marked this is minus 1. But when I take this point, 0 comma minus 1 is not possible, 0 comma 0 is possible. So I have to excluded that. That means I have written the open circle. So that is the graph of signum function. So that is this function is very, very, very important for exam. So domain, range, define signum function, write the domain and range, and draw the graph of the function. So very, very important one. So this is one more type of function. So next function is one more is greatest integer function. Greatest integer function. Greatest integer function. Greatest integer function. So greatest integer function is also a function f from R to R, which is defined by f of x equal to x for all x, assumes the values of the greatest integer, assumes the value of the greatest integer less than or equal to x, less than or equal to x. The function f from R to R, a function f from R to R defined by f of x is equal to x. Inside the closed bracket I have to write x for all x belongs to R, assumes the value assumes the value of the greatest integer, value of the greatest integer less than or equal to x, less than or equal to x, less than or equal to x. This such a function is called greatest integer function. Such a function is called greatest integer function. So definition: a function f from R to R, real numbers to real number, which is defined by, we write that function as y is equal to f of x is equal to, we are writing that x, not modulus. Modulus means we are writing two lines, but here we are writing closed bracket x for all x. But what is the meaning of this? If I write like that, what is the meaning? Which assumes the value of the greatest integer less than or equal to x. Less than or equal to x. You can see if x can take any real number, so then we can write f of x equal to this x, but it takes the value of the greatest integer less than or equal to x. Less than or equal to x. That means if I take x is equal to 1, if I take x is equal to 1, then f of 1 is equal to, I can write that 1 inside the bracket. So wherever you write inside the closed bracket 1, that indicates greatest integer function. So this is the value. What is that? If I write f of x equal to x, assumes the value of the greatest integer less than or equal to x. So now this, the value of this will be greatest integer either equal to x or less than x. Now 1 is an integer, so the equal to x is possible. Equal to greatest integer less than x or equal to x. Now latest integer, right? So 1 is integer, so equal to x only. So this will be 1. So if I take x is equal to 2.2, f of 2.2 is equal to this 2.2. So 2.2. Now you can see, assumes the value of the greatest integer less than or equal to x. It should be integer. Now 2.2 is not integer, so we cannot write the answer as a 2.2. But then we have to go for the one more condition, greatest integer less than that. So 2.2 is not integer. Then we have to go for the integers less than 2.2. So which are the integers less than 2.2? We have many integers: 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2. In that, the greatest one is what? 2. Therefore this will be equal to 2. If it is integer, the value itself is the answer. If it is not integer, we have to go for the integers less than that. So less than this means 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on. But in that, the greatest one is what? 2. So the value of this will be 2. Next, if I take x is equal to 3.9, f of 3.9 will be box 3.9. Again 3.9, closed interval 0.9. 3.9 is not an integer. Then go for the integer less than that. That is a 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1 and all. But it in that maximum one is, greatest one is 3. So we like this. Next, if I take x is equal to minus 1.1. Minus 1.1. So f of minus 1.1 will be box or closed interval minus 1.1. So this is equal to, now minus 1.1 is not integer, so we have to, so the answer is not minus 1.5. Now we have to go for the integers less than that. So which are the integers less than minus 1.5? When you think about the number line, you will come to know the integers less than that is minus 2, minus 1 is not less than minus 1.5. So integer less than that is a minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, and minus 5. So which is the greatest one? Minus 2. So if I take x is equal to 0, f of 0 or closed bracket 0, so 0 is an integer, so this will be 0 only. So if I take x is equal to minus 5, f of minus 5 is equal to closed bracket minus 5. So minus 5 is integer, so the answer is minus 5. So if I take x is equal to minus 10.6, so f of minus 10.6 is equal to minus 10.6. So minus 10.6 is not an integer, therefore we cannot consider that is integer, so this will be less than, that is minus 11. So this is about the definition of greatest integer function, definition and how it is defined. So this is about the greatest integer function. So this is a definition and how examples we have given now. So by looking at the examples, what is the domain and range we can write. Domain means the value of x. So whatever the value we can give any real value, not only fractions or not only integers. We can give any value for x. 0 can be given, more than 0 can be given, less than 0 can be given. That means what? Any real values we can give to s. Therefore domain is equal to, domain is set of all real numbers, set of all real numbers. So one more thing, in the exam the question, if the question is asked, means either you have to write the definition, domain range and graph. So no need to write. So if you are writing this in the notes, means write in a bracket. Okay, it is just examples I have given for you to understand. So this is not included in that. It is just examples I have given to understand this, what is a greatest integer function. But in the exam, definition, domain range and the graph you have to write. So domain I have taken all the real numbers I have written. Now what is the range? Range means what is the value we get for f of x, or what is the value we get for y. So what is the value we get here? You can see, you can get 1, 2, 3, or you can get 0 also. You can get minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 up to minus 11, or all that value. That means what? We are getting only, we are not getting any fractions or any decimals. We are getting only the positive, only the integers. Therefore domain is or range is a set of integers. The range is set of integers. The range domain is a set of real numbers and range is a set of integers. If you are written, I can write that. After examples are not required, if you are written, means write in the bracket. Put a bracket. So I'll write domain is a set of all real numbers and range a set of integers. Or you can write it as just a z. You can write this as a z also. So this is the definition of a greatest integer function. Now what about the graph of this? This graph is very important. So how to draw the graph of this? Zero, 1, -3, -4. So while discussing examples, what we have discussed is by discussing example, when if I take any value, if I go for x is equal to 0, then f of x is 0 only. If I go for x is equal to 0.1, 0.1 is not a integer, so I have to go for the integer less than that, that means 0. So if I go for 0.2, so it's not integer, so less than integer is 0. So 0.8 also not integer, less than that is 0. So 0.9 is also not integer, so go for the integer less than that. So from 0 to 0.9999, that is also a not a integer, so we have to go for the integer less than that. So if I take 1 is integer, so value is also 1. Therefore from here to 0 to 1, 0 to 1, so all the values it is include. When I take x is 0 to 1, so we are getting 0 itself, so this will be 0 is included when it is 0, and all the remaining values very next, so 1 is also included, but 1 is not included. When it is 1, then it will be 1 itself. Therefore all these values except this, so I have to write a open bracket, except, so when it is in between 0 and 1, x value is in between 0 and 1, always the graph is that is including 0 excluding 1. So now if I take x is equal to 1, then y is 1 only, this point y is 1 only. If I take 1.1, again not integer, so 1, 1.2 1, 1.31, 1.51, 1.61, 1.6661, 1.71, 1.888, 1.9 is also 1, 1.9999, and that is also 1, but 2 is not 1. X is equal to 2 means it is 2 only. So all these values, including this value up to here, but excluding this. Including 1, in between 1 and 2, including 1 but excluding 2. So again when x is equal to 2, we get to 2 only, this point. Then when it is 2.1, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5 up to 2.999, it is a 2 only, but when it is 3, it is a 3. Therefore this will be from here to here, but here it is open. But when it is 3, it is 3, therefore that 3 is included along with that 3. So for all that it is 3, but here it is up to 3.999 is 3, but when it is 4, it comes to 4. So here it will be 4 and up to 5, like that. So now I have started from 0. One side is included, darkened circle, one side is excluded, open circle. Open circle. Next is when it is from here to here, 0 to 1, then minus 1 to 0. Minus 1 to 0. When it is 0, 0 already marked. When it is minus 0.1, when it is minus 0.1, that means somewhere here, then it is not 0, that will be minus 1, comes here. That will be minus 1, that comes here. Then when it is minus 1.2, that is not 0, that is minus 1. So that is also here. Therefore, in this interval, again, in this interval, it will be like this. But here minus 1.1 is minus 1.1 only included, but 0 is excluded. Why it is excluded? When it is 0, 0 only. So this point, what is that point? 0, minus 1. So minus 1 is not, so this is excluded. But till minus 1 and here, the value will be minus 1 only. Then minus 1 to minus 1. When it is minus 1 only. So all the further other values, minus 1.1, minus 1.2, minus 1.3, minus 1.4, all that the value is minus 2, minus 1.999. The value is minus 2 only. But when it is minus 2, minus 2 only. Therefore, for all these, this will be minus 2 to here and excluded. Again, in this interval, it will be from here to here. This is included, this is excluded. Again, included, excluded, and so on. So this is the graph of greatest integer function. So you should remember always what is the greatest integer function. The function which takes the greatest integer or less than that. Greatest integer less than that or equal to x. So when we get the integer, the value is integer itself. Otherwise, if we get non-integer value, then we have to go for the integers less than that. So if I consider 1 point somewhere here, that is minus 2.3, that means that comes here. Minus 2.3. When I take minus 2.3, minus 2.3 is 2.3 is not an integer, so I have to go for the integer less than that. So less integer is what? Minus 3. So I have marked here. Mark minus 3. This 2 minus 2.3 and minus 3. So when I go for minus 3 only. When I go for minus 2 only. I have marked here. So but here I have excluded, because when I take minus 2 is the answer, minus 3 is not. So it is excluded. So this is the graph of greatest integer function. So domain and range also we have written. So this is about greatest integer function. Next one. So these are the types of functions we have discussed, identity, constant and other functions. So this is very important kind of function. Next we are going to discuss algebra of functions. Algebra of functions. So what is algebra function? So how we add for the real numbers or for the natural numbers, we are adding any two integers or any or we can add, we can subtract, multiply or we can divide. Similarly for functions also we can multiply or divide or what is that? Subtraction can be done, and we can add also. So the first one is addition of two functions. Addition of two functions. So what is addition of two functions? Let f from r to r, let f from x to r, and g is one more function that is also from x to r, be any two real functions, be any two real functions, where x is a subset of R, x is a subset of R, then f plus g is also a function from x to r. F plus g is also a then f plus g is a function from x to r defined by f plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x for all x belongs to r. So addition of two functions. So two functions f and g are two functions if it is defined from the same domain to set of real numbers. So we had told what is real function means. Now the domain is x is a subset of r, then it is called the real function. Then f plus g is also a function from the same domain to r, but how it is defined? F plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x for all x belongs to r. So this way we can add two functions. When we add two functions, the domain of that function should be same, then only we can add two functions, and how this way this is defined. So this is about addition of two functions. Thank you.